Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are just going to have a bit of a ramble. This one is not scripted, so it's going to be a bit messy, but I thought after Saturday's Doctor Who episode finale, The Reality War, I thought we had some things to talk about, and I thought, well, let's talk about them. So first of all, we're not going to talk about the whole episode. I'm not going to be reviewing The Reality War, because I already did that on a live stream for 2.5 hours, and that is readily available on this channel for you to rewatch if you'd like to. I've also talked about it extensively in an upcoming podcast episode on Nostalgia Bait, which is coming out this Thursday. You can check it out. It's our season 2 review, and I talk a lot about the finale in that as well. So I thought, I don't want to talk about my disappointments with the finale, the things I liked, the things I didn't like, and why that may be. I want to talk exclusively about the future of the show, because at the end of the episode, Ncuti Gatwa regenerated into Billie Piper. What? So let's talk about that. There's a few things I want to talk about with this, and again, a lot of it's going to be rambly. It's not going to make much coherent sense, probably, because it's not scripted, so have fun with this. Billie Piper as the Doctor. I have various thoughts, and I'm going to split this into 3 parts. First of all, on paper. Second of all, with context. And third of all, is she even the Doctor? So the first part, on paper. On paper, Billie Piper playing the Doctor is not a bad casting. It's not a bad casting at all. And I think a lot of people have got this confused, right? A lot of people are complaining and going, well, why are people upset about this? She's brilliant, she's amazing, it's great to have a female Doctor again. Agree with all those things. Billie Piper is a phenomenal actress. She started a long time in Doctor Who, and that was like, what, 2005? It's been like 20 years since then. She's developed as an actor since then. She's built a very good career off the back of it. She's starred in some amazing things, and she's a very versatile and exciting older actor who isn't the same person now that was here in 2005 playing Rose, the 19-year-old council estate person who was running around with Chris Eccleston. It's not the same person. And this is a developed, grown woman now, and she is a very talented actress, and an actress who I do think could play the Doctor very well. But that's on paper. I don't have any quarrels with Billie Piper playing the Doctor on paper. But what I do have an issue with is the context, which we're going to talk about. The context is really, really important here. I don't have a problem with Billie Piper playing the Doctor. It's how they did it, and it's when they did it. And the problem there arises. Ncuti Gatwa surprise regeneration is probably quite a depressing one. It's the first time since Matt Smith where I've watched a Doctor Who regeneration and felt genuinely upset by a Doctor leaving. It's not that I didn't like Capaldi or Whitaker or anything like that. I did, but I think I had time to sort of get ready for that. Whereas when Matt Smith regenerated, I was still a kid, I was still like 12, so I was still getting a little bit emotional with that one, and he was very much my Doctor as much as Tennant was. So this was like a very big surprise for me, because I'm like, well, why am I so like affected by this? It's because he's gone too soon. He's left with his head held high and leaving us wanting more, and we're never going to know what the circumstances are as to why he left, but he's gone, and that is that. And he is now regenerated, and he's had 18 episodes. He's been a brilliant Doctor, and I was really sad to see him leave. So there is that to consider. I am sad that we've lost Ncuti, and I'm sad that he has been replaced by an actor who has already been in the show as a long-running companion. Now, if Ncuti had had 4 seasons or 3 seasons, and he regenerated into Billie Piper, I don't think I'd have a problem with it. I think if David Tennant hadn't just come back 2 years ago in the 60th specials, as the 14th Doctor, I wouldn't have a problem with Billie Piper as the 16th or the Doctor. On top of that, if Ncuti's 2 seasons didn't all happen within a year and a half, I mean, I pointed this out yesterday, from the giggle to now, it is less than a year and a half, and we've had a whole era within that time, and that's great. We've had episodes, we have 2 seasons come out then, amazing, but it's still not long for someone to be the Doctor. It's still not long to have that cultural impact, and I think the context here is, on top of all of that, it feels like we're sandwiching, I feels like an insult to Ncuti Gatwa to sandwich him between David Tennant and Billie Piper playing incarnations of the Doctor. That's what I don't like. It feels very similar to how I felt when Jodie Whitaker went. Now, Jodie Whitaker, I feel like, had longer. She had 3 full 10-episode seasons and specials, and I think she did get a fair chance to shine throughout her era, and I'm so glad that she appeared in The Reality War to get her flowers and be loved, because she fully deserves it. She's a brilliant Doctor. I did feel, though, that it was a Doctor who had more potential than we saw and was let down in some areas by the scripts, who then regenerated into David Tennant, and I feel the same here with Ncuti Gatwa, a brilliant actor who's played a fantastic Doctor, but has been let down in areas by poor scripts, didn't have the full amount of time to shine, and then regenerates into Billie Piper. And with those things happening within 5 years of each other, that's what upsets me the most, I think, is it's not just about fundamentally Billie Piper playing the Doctor, it's about her playing the Doctor at this time, immediately after Ncuti, who was supposed to be this big, exciting thing. When David Tennant came back, it was for the 60th specials. It made sense. It was a one-off to hand the baton over to a brand new Doctor and a brand new era, an era which has lasted a year and a half. And now we're back to the nostalgia bit again. Now we're back to the fan wank. And that's what's sad to me. And I think a lot of people share this sentiment. Some people can't quite understand why people are upset about this. No distaste to Billie Piper, and no distaste to the idea of a previous companion playing the Doctor. It's a little bit nostalgia-y, but Billie Piper's a very good actress. What I have a problem with is the timing of everything. And the timing of it isn't good. That's my worry. We look at it, the last 4 Doctors have been Jodie Whitaker, David Tennant, Ncuti Gatwa, and Billie Piper. That doesn't feel right to me. That doesn't feel like the show moving on. That doesn't feel like the show keeping to its roots. The show has always been about change. Doctor Who has always been about change. In the classic era, we got revisits of old Doctors and multi-Doctor specials and seen old companions again, but very rarely. Very rarely. The show was about buggering on. The first Doctor era, the second Doctor era, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They don't look back, they carry on, they look forward. And since Russell has come back, he has cast 3 Doctors, and 2 of those are the stars of 2006 Doctor Who when he was running it, and that's what upsets me. He's cast 1 brilliant Doctor, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, whether he's walked or whether he's been sacked, or whatever's happened, or whether he's just quit or it's just the right time, whatever the reason, he's gone now. And we have Billie Piper now. Whether that's a choice because they couldn't get another actor quick enough to sort of sign on when there's no new series coming, whether it's a one-off, whether it's a long-running thing. I've gone on record and said, like, I feel like they should go the whole hog. If you're going to get Billie Piper as the Doctor, then do like 4 seasons of it. Make it like a proper thing. Don't make her anything like Rose, just make her the Doctor. Fundamentally, don't make it a big mystery. Don't make it a big mystery as to why she's back, all that sort of thing, which they're already doing. I'm kidding myself. They're already doing that. Just make it a coincidence, a happy coincidence, like Belinda being the next companion after appearing in Boom. Like, just make it a happy coincidence that she looks like Rose, and the Doctor's 16th incarnation just looks like Billie Piper, but has nothing to do with Rose, isn't related to Rose at all. They'll not do that. They'll not do that. And then the final question is she even the Doctor? In the credits, the usual thing that we get in the credits after a new Doctor is birthed, is we get introducing blank as the Doctor. It happened with David Tennant in Power of the Doctor, it happened with Ncuti Gatwa in The Giggle, it's happened every time, especially through New Who. But Billie Piper was just introduced, not as the Doctor, not as anyone. It said Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor, Jodie Whitaker as the Doctor, and introducing Billie Piper. Didn't say as the Doctor. All the press releases have been very careful with the wordings around saying the Doctor. Billie Piper, despite what I might have put in this video title, Billie Piper is not the Doctor. As far as the BBC are concerned, they have not called her the Doctor. So what the fuck is going on, basically, is my next question. I don't know. I hope it's something to look forward to. I hope so. But I'm concerned. I am a tiny bit concerned. I have no theories as of current. I am still sad from the finale. I didn't enjoy it as much as I'd hoped, and I'm disappointed that Ncuti's gone, and I'm left with that feeling of mourning a Doctor that could have been. I feel like we could have had so much more from him. Even the 3rd season would have at least brought that up to sort of normality in terms of a Doctor's run. But 2 seasons, 2 short seasons, 18 episodes, 3 of which were Doctor Light mostly. It's sad. It's sad. And it feels like Eccleston again. But I was too young to remember that, so this is a very difficult feeling for me. But yeah, I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that whatever this decision is happening, it's happening for good reasons. I'm going to gaslight myself. I know deep down that there are no good intentions behind this. It's very much like, let's bring back Rose again. I don't think it's for any particular good reason. I think it's convenience, and I think she was happy to sign on, and I think it was an interesting thing to do. But we'll have to see whenever the next Doctor Who season is greenlit, never mind coming out, it'll probably be a couple years from now. So for the next 2 years, we have to just sort of sit and wait as to what this is going to end up being. And I hope in that time, they're able to craft something fucking good. Because as it stands, I'm worried. But hopefully they take some time to really craft this into something beautiful and something good and something worth our time as fans. Worth investing in, worth loving, worth being interested in. And that's all I hope. I hope it's good. I am optimistic, as always, with Doctor Who. I have never stepped away from it. I'm not going to stop watching just because I didn't like the episode. Just because I didn't like the twist. I'm not going to stop watching. I've watched the show since I was 5 years old, and I'll carry on doing it till the day I die, probably. Doesn't mean I have to enjoy every season of it, but I'll watch it because it's a part of my life now, whether I like it or not. And I love it. I love its legacy. I love its history. I love it at its worst, and I love it at its best. But I just prefer it to be at its best more often than we've had recently. So yeah, those are my opinions, very waffly opinions, on Billie Piper as the Doctor, or not the Doctor, or whatever the fuck that happened whatever happened in Reality War. Please let me know below in the comments what you think. Do you think she's the Doctor? If so, what do you think of that casting? And if you don't think she's the Doctor, who do you think she is? Is she Bad Wolf? Is she Rose? Is there a reason for that? A lot of people have had theories, but to be honest, I don't think theories stand at this point. I don't think it's been written. I think it's just playing it by ear at this rate. So we'll wait and see. Thank you very much for watching. We'll have another video hopefully later this week breaking down the trailer for the War Between the Land and the Sea. I've got a lot to say about that as well. So hopefully we'll be talking about that very soon. And we have, as always, weekly content. And as of the 10th of June, we'll have weekly live streams on a Tuesday at 6:30 PM. So please do stick around, subscribe, notifications on. We've got a lot more content where that came from. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.